Welcome, friends, to another round of Subnautica Modded. We are here, of course, at the most recent base with me looking out at the other platform, and everything seems fine right now. I want to show you what I noticed when I came in. I had to think about it for a second. I thought it was an optical illusion, but you notice I'm a little shorter. I'm not sitting at the right height level. I should not be looking at this evenly. And so checking it, I'm sinking into the floor. Now, we had a problem last time with me placing stuff into the base here, and on this platform being offset. It was at the wrong height. It was, you know, not everything looked fine. Like right here, you can see these are equal height. Nothing looks out of place, but it's acting like the platform is the wrong height. And so obviously there's something happening now between either the Habitat platform mod and another one, or just something with the Habitat platform mod. But basically I had to fix it by doing a quick rotate of like one, and then a rotate back. Oh, I did. Oh, no. I went too far on that. Okay. There we go. That's it. Yeah. I didn't delete enough, but yeah. Okay. So it should fix it now where I am at the right height. So if you are using the Habitat platform mod and you're having a similar issue, you just need to do a quick rotate it back to whatever position. You'll go +1, -1, and that seems to be fixing it. So I should have everything working, normally again. Now, last time I looked at the better heads-up display mod, and today I'm looking at another mod from the same creator, same vein as that, but I need something in place for it. We need a vehicle upgrade console in place, which I have not done yet on this base, so good thing, go ahead and do it anyway. And it is supposed to show me percentages there. I am not seeing the information I was supposed to see on that. So let me try it by doing this, because this is basically the same thing as the better heads-up display mod, except it is aimed specifically at docked vehicles in the Moonpool, and it does not seem to be doing anything. It's supposed to be showing a lot more information there. What if I drain a bunch of power and then go right back in? Does it work now? Charge. No, it's not doing it right. Okay, something's wrong, because this is supposed to be very much like the better heads up display, or better heads up info. It's supposed to have things like oxygen for the base, things like that. So the mod itself is called the Moonpool Display and Repair, and it is supposed to be showing, you know, right in here to show new information. And I think I'm sunk in again. I think something has gone wrong with the Habitat platforms, and I have now sunk into the base like every time. Like my base is no longer being treated as actually on the platform, and I'm walking on the platform. Yeah, I've sunk in again. So I'm going to try taking it out. Just completely deconstruct it. And now I'm going to drop the sea moth out and go back in and build it again. And I'm noticing it seems to be giving me some stutteriness now around this area as far as building. Like just when I'm holding the Habitat builder. Yeah, like right there, I get some frame rate loss, but then I'm perfectly fine when I put the Habitat builder away. And that usually only happens when I have a lot of stuff in a certain direction. And I don't have a lot of stuff in that direction. So let's see. It should be showing more information than it is right now, even without something docked. But all right, yep, it's not working. So I completely re-downloaded the mod. I also went ahead and reran the QMods Manager installer. Had it make sure, you know, even with the new update, it had to redo it. And I put the SML helper mod back in place again. So either there is something that is interfering with it with another mod, or the mod works specifically in Moonpools in a certain situation, but it's not working in the Moonpool here because it's on the Habitat platform. So my goal of showing off the Moonpool details and repair is not happening because apparently it doesn't want to work with my setup. So now moving on to mod number 2 for today. Since mod number 1 doesn't seem to be wanting to work out, we're going to try a different one. And this one is going to be a little bit destructive. So I am not exactly jumping at saving any of this work. But basically I've added the Terraforming mod. Or the mod called Terraforming Ability, which is supposed to add terraforming back into the game. And basically what it does is, you see now I'm able to clip into the terrain, whereas before it would not let me do that. It wouldn't let me, well, it's doing that now because I got that snapping, but if I don't have the snap, then I can't build like that. But now I can build like this, and when I do that, it's supposed to go ahead and take the terrain out from there. And you see there's no terrain inside, so it's not terraforming ability. You get the terraform gun back. It's terraforming ability in that you now have a way to build into the terrain, and it automatically clears all of the terrain pieces out. Now, I've done this before using the terraform gun. I've spawned it in, and I have dug a secret tunnel and made a secret base. But when I left the area, the terrain regenerated. So I've got this, and you see now it actually has chunked some of the terrain back. So the terrain's been changed. It's not just like what's inside. It actually does cut out into the cliff. So I am going to head away a little distance and come back and see if it actually regenerates or if the mod maintains the changes. So I went a pretty good distance away, and it's still showing that the base has, you know, cleared part of the terrain. Now, of course, the problem is, how do I see well enough to place stuff? Like, okay, I can see that. I can, okay, so I could do it like that. I'm sure, yeah, it's in there. I just can't see it. So I want to turn and go this way. Okay, because we see it cuts there. So, yeah, it gives some interesting options, but you're still going to have to kind of be able to get in here and swim a bit to actually make it really work. And depending on the setup, you may have problems in certain areas being able to get inside. It's doing just enough to get me in here. You see how it's messing with my targeting there. But I can actually build into the terrain. Now, again, this might cause performance issues. This might cause issues when you go really far away. Obviously, there's not much point in putting a window in here, but I'm going to do it anyway, just so I can sit here and be like, hey, look, well, I can't see anything. It's just right up against the rock. But yeah, okay, so Terraforming Ability is the name of the mod, and it basically just adds a built-in terraforming capability to when you're building, not giving you necessarily the terraforming gun back. But now I'm going to go all the way to the air base and then come back, see if it changes anything. All right, so as I was approaching there, I could see the base in the terrain, and then it kind of rendered the terrain. So it's definitely doing something as far as keeping the terrain there, but also like kind of removing it, I guess. It shows you might have some weirdness in terms of the rendering on that. But I went all the way from right here. You see, that's my scanner room range. I went all the way over here and back to here. And normally the terraformer gun, it should have regenerated on that. Again, I'm not going to save because I don't want to keep this right now, but this is an interesting option if you are looking for something to build inside the terrain. So what better way to test this than to come out into the very edge of the void and do some quick building. I have supplies in my inventory because of that other base. So I should have everything I need for a few compartments. just to get inside. And there we go. So yeah, you could do a mountain base, a secret mountain layer like a super villain, you know, Dr. Evil or something like that. Or just decide you want to invade the void and build in the void. And I don't know which direction that is pointing. Okay, we're gonna go, yeah, that way. So I'm assuming left still. Yep, okay. Oh. Okay, that did not terraform out correctly. Okay, let's see if this fixes it. Yep, okay, so it's just a temporary type glitch. You know, actually, let's do this. I want to take that back out. And I'm kind of keeping an eye on my... Oh, yeah, this definitely makes it a little bit tougher to see what I'm doing. I think I've got it exactly the way I want. Yeah, there we go. So let's do like a multi-purpose room. I'm assuming it's working. I just can't see it to build there. So yeah, it's still going to present problems. Even trying to build into mountainside, because you're gonna have to be able to get in to target certain things at times. Now, granted, I do have access to, you know, swim inside a little bit, but it's not giving me a lot. I'm hoping I don't get stuck. Okay, here we go. We're gonna get a multi-purpose room. And of course, I can't see it from this angle, so let's get inside. I am at exactly 0 on my hull strength. So, well, okay, that did not work so well. And there goes one of the big ones, finally. I was waiting for them to trigger. All right, let's get down here and see if I can fix this before they come back after me.
Warning, emergency power.
All right, so
oxygen production
did not reset when I went out of the area. Okay, so that's a bit of a problem. Like that. Yeah, the big problem is seeing inside. Now, see, that goes, and it's fine. And oh yeah, I need lithium. Well, it's about to flood while I go get other supplies. So I heard the sound of leaks inside the multi-purpose room, which I can't get to. So I can't actually fix this with that multi-purpose room in place. So that thing's coming out again. If I can even get to where I can target it. That is part of the problem here, is I can't get around the corner. It is one drawback so far really on this, is being able to do something like this. I guess I'm going to take this out and take that out. You know, oh, it opens up. It should leave like, well, it's supposed to open up. It didn't really open anything up. Let's see. At least I can still snap stuff in place. So it might be useful to build like the initial area. Okay, now it goes. So it may be a case of certain connections causing problems. Or it may just be a case you have to take it out completely and replace it at points to get it to work right. I'm going to get this done. Just to get the full effect, I'm going to go ahead and build a bioreactor anyway. Again, I'm not keeping any of this because I feel like there's potentially performance issues, things like that could come out of it. But I want to just get the full effect of seeing everything. And of course, now I cannot take this room back out. But with that done, I should still be able to go and say, hey, you know, I want to build a room right there. Yes. Apartment. And that fixed it, but it did not fix the whole thing. It did not go the full length on that. But at least the basic compartment I can actually target from inside and place again from inside. You know, see everything. There we go. And then it pops. So yeah, it might take 2 or 3 times to get it to completely clear everything. I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing here. And so this is me inside the cliff, inside the wall in the void. You see where I'm digging out. You see how it's got that going there, how it looks. And there's my deep driller going all the way down. And yeah, if I really wanted to, if I had just said, I'm going to build straight, just straight connectors all the way across, eventually I would have come through here. So that is another use for this. If you really want to do it, you're just building connectors straight through, make a tunnel that goes between 2 points so that you can just, you know, hop in on one side and walk to another. Go right ahead. You know what? Let's see. I know which one I need to try now. I know what I really want to know about. And here's where the problem comes into play is how do I make this work? Well, it works, but how do, okay. All right. So you just have to be very, very skinny and limber to basically get around. And you might want to make sure when you're doing this, if you're not doing creative mode, a couple spots I think I probably should have, you know, for doing a lot of work like this, a second air tank or multiple ways in and out of your base, because I am getting like stuck here. Actually, I might be completely stuck. So let's start with, no, I'm just going to build like this as close as I can get. Again, it won't let you place it down immediately in the terrain. You still have to do that whole thing of placing it like normal, and then you can build into the terrain. And apparently, I broke something with the terrain with that one. That dropped me down. Like it took something out from that piece of terrain. I don't see anything missing, but it looks like it did that. I'm going to put that piece there. Oh, okay. So that's twice now. So there might be something in the way it's handling removal of the terrain that is going to be a problem on land. I guess good thing I checked this before saying go use this. Oh. Okay, so I timed it and I was able to press jump, but I didn't actually jump. It just kind of, you know, kept me from falling through. And now I can't walk through there. So that's another big problem, is how are you going to do this on land? You can't get in that far, so you're going to be even more limited in your terraforming options on land without using some tricks to clear some space. Like maybe, just maybe, you build like I'm doing right here, and then you say, okay, I'm going to throw a hatch right here, so I can open up after I already knocked out this little area. And that way, then, you know, it should still be like basically snapping. I'll assume it's like right. I don't know. I can't see it. Okay, maybe I should have done 2, and it tried to drop me again. I think there's a problem in the way it handles removal of terrain. Works fine taking things out. It's when you put stuff in is the problem. And, oh, look, I've already broken through into one of the little rooms. So, yeah, another issue with building in this, you might run into some open areas in the mountain itself. So, yeah, shorter episode, I'm sure, today once this is all edited. But basically, I was going to look at just a couple of mods. First one is the Moonpool Details and Repair. For some reason, it didn't want to show anything. It's supposed to show more information, just like the Bearer Heads Up info mod, because it's the same creator for them. I don't know what's going on with it. Maybe something interfering with the way I've got it done with my other mods, but it just wouldn't work. Even doing a bunch of re-updating on stuff, it didn't work. The second one, the one that worked, but, you know, we found some problems at the end, is the Terraforming Ability mod. And again, both of these will be in the description below, linked at the top if you want to check them out. I'm not going to keep them right now, but this one definitely, maybe with some tweaks, especially with that whole building on land and dropping you through the land into water. If that can be fixed, this could be a very interesting one for a future playthrough, or even for later in this playthrough, but right now it's just not a good fit for me. But that's it for this video. So if you enjoyed it, hit that like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about these mods, and if you've run into similar issues with either of them, post it in a comment below, and hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I'll see you in the next video.